Let me transfer you.
Switch to Farm Bureau Insurance today and get real service instead of getting really tangled up. For auto, home, life, and health, get the membership advantage. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
One game at a time, like we've been doing this whole season. Making an NCAA tournament or thinking that we're in right now is great, but like I said, we don't want to take anything up to chance, and we just want to win this A-10. We know we can win it. We know we're capable of it, and we want to go out there and play as hard as we can and compete and try to win the conference.
I don't think it would be hard to overlook or not to overlook the conference tournament because we've never won the conference tournament before. And we've never really been in the position to win the conference tournament. I mean, every year we go into it thinking that we can possibly win it. But, you know, there's always teams that we felt like just dominated us, like Xavier last year, or not last year, but in years past, and Dayton last year. And there's just been certain teams that we just, weren't able to stick with throughout the game. But this year we've beaten everybody in our conference except for Xavier, and we think that game could have went either way. So this is a year where we feel like we really have what it takes to win this conference tournament. And, I mean, we want that just as bad as, we want to get to the NCAA tournament. So, really, I think that we always view ourselves as underdogs, regardless of, now they say, well, maybe Richmond, maybe the Spiders are the Giants, I think that, we view ourselves as underdogs, and the teams that we play don't view us as giants because – I mean, we did get the ranking, for a while, and, we have been doing well, but we're still trying to change the culture of Richmond basketball, and it's not like we've been dominating for years, you know what I mean? So, in our mind, we're the same team who was trying to claw to get to the tournament in the very beginning of the season when we lost to William & Mary, you know what I mean? So, I don't think anyone thinks that we're the Giants on our team. So I don't really think we see the Bulls. I think it helps us. They're good. We barely beat them in overtime here at the Robins Center, and we know they got some scores. We know they're streaky. They're capable of scoring a lot of points in that dribble drive motion that they run. Ricky Harris is a senior. He's been top of the A-10 in scoring for the past 3 years, and we're not taking him lightly at all.
Ricky Harris is a great scorer, great shooter, great penetrator. He can pretty much do it all. Hit a big shot against Rhode Island last week to win them the game. I didn't see the Charlotte game, but I'm pretty sure he had a lot to do with them winning. He's a great competitor, and he's a great player. We're definitely gonna have to key in on him on our defensive end, and also key in on the other scores that they have. Because they're a great team, and we went to overtime with them. They could have won if it wasn't for Darius' 14 blocks. He really changed the game last time, and they could easily beat us at home too. So they're a tough team, and it's going to be a tough game.
Well, going into the tournament, personally, I just want to do what I can to help these guys, and as a team, we want to go in here with the idea that we're going in to win the thing because we have a lack of respect for our program and whatnot because we haven't been, 20-win season every year, and we're building this, and it takes steps to take that, and I believe going in this tournament with the idea that we have the opportunity and are in position to win it. Will help us, not only in this tournament, but also in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I think it just gives us more responsibility to work hard and go out there and play as hard as we can because we are in a position to win it. Last year and the year before, it's kind of like no one really expected anything from Richmond. If we got deep into the conference, then it would have been a big accomplishment for us. But this year, I think if we don't win this thing, then it kind of be a letdown for us in our eyes, in the locker room, in the within the program. I think we have the toughest road to win it. With UMass, Xavier, and possibly Temple, and it's going to be the toughest 3 games that we've had all year, and we're excited about it. But at the same time, with the more wins you get and the better you are, you have more responsibility to take care of. So. I haven't even thought about Sunday. except for the conference championship is on Sunday. So I mean, and I think about, it's going to be great, but it'll be even sweeter if we win the conference. So
it's going to be a big game. So whatever time we play, I know UMass is going to be ready. We're going to be ready. So I mean, this is one game and you're out if you lose. So I mean, no matter what time we play, if it was 12 at night, 12 in the morning, I feel we're going to be ready, and UMass is going to be ready because, this is big. This is big for us. This is big for UMass. So both teams are going to play a great game. It's going to be a good game. I think that did spark our momentum. Darius with the 14 blocks. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't win that game. And they're a great team, so it's going to be a good game. We played them at home, and they almost won. They almost beat us. Darius had a great game, and this is going to be a tough win to get.
That's due to what Dave has said, in the locker room before. We were in the position where we were the young guys, and we were the inexperienced. Now we have experience. We have older guys who are stronger, smarter. Know a lot more about our offense, and we just have that will and that gut to just pull them out. There's nothing special about it. It's just pure guts and will. It was a moment. I'm not gonna lie about that. It was a moment, but you have to take a step back and understand that this is not about myself, but this is about a greater picture. And you have to humble yourself sometimes, and you take that, and you'll be given something back. And it's been times this season where I've been able to contribute more than I have previous games, and I'll take that as much as I can, and what I'm able to give is what I'm able to give.
One thing, Coach, we had a meeting, I think it was after the Florida game, and we don't do it after every game, but sometimes Coach will sit us all down in the gym, and he'll talk about the last game, whether it was a loss or a big win or whatever. And after the Florida one, obviously it was a big win, and we got a lot of publicity after that, and Coach just told us that now that we have all this publicity, or that we're kind of seeing the fruits of our hard work a little bit, we have more responsibility now, and with more responsibility, you just got to work even extra harder in practice and in the weight room, and stay together even more, and make sure you stay humble even more, because that can be taken away from you. In the blink of an eye. And I think we understand that. We don't want that to happen. And we try to do things the right way. It starts with the coaches, making sure that even the little things, making sure we're on time for breakfast, and we're not missing class, and we're getting our homework done, and we try to do things the right way. So with that, we want to just be even more on top of that stuff, and making sure that it starts in practice. Like today, we have to have a great practice. Everybody has to go hard, and we can't control everything. We can't control making every jump shot that we take, but we can control going as hard as we can in the drills, and we gotta show up and bring that. So that's one thing that we try to do to make sure that we can keep this thing going, is staying humble and knowing that we have even more responsibility with every win that we get.
It was a big shock to me. I knew I was going up against a lot of great players in the league, and I didn't think I was going to receive it. We lost to Xavier, and my stats weren't the best in every category in the conference. So it was a big shock to me when Coach rode over to my apartment. He surprised me. He said he needed an autograph for a neighbor, and he came out of the car and he gave me a big hug and told me I was Player of the Year, and I was just so shocked and just surprised, and so called my mom first, and she was very surprised. Called the whole family. She was crying and stuff. It was just big for me. It's a big moment. I didn't realize that nobody has won the Player of the Year in the Atlantic Conference at Richmond before, so that's huge, and when one day I'm just gonna. This is something I can tell my kids when they get of age, and to understand just how big this is, and it's just a great honor.